Good morning, all. I would request Samida teacher to carry out this session.
Good morning, all of you. How are you?
We
Fine,
are fine.
Alhamdulillah.
Thank you.
Fine.
Hope you all stay safe and healthy. This
Alhamdulillah.
presentation is actually based on the meeting we have attended on 25th October, which is conducted by Ministry of Education for the 21st century skills which we have to develop among the children. And most of the skills actually
is mute.
I don't hear. What is the problem?
The teacher is muted. Muted. Samhita teacher is muted.
okay, it's fine. Okay, I mistake. So what I want to say is, whatever the presentation we have attended or whatever the meeting we have attended in Ministry of Education through, they have actually presented us the 21st century skills, which are already we did, I think, with the principal ma'am actually covered with us, but they have some one new dimension for that. And obviously it is in Arabic, and we have tried to translate it in with the help of Google Translation, and whatever the message they conveyed, we have took the PPT and we translated it in Google Translation. So I'm just presenting it that to you. And this meeting overall is having 3 sessions. And I will cover the first session and so on. The rest 2 teachers, Nisha teacher and Ramya teacher, will cover the next 2 sessions. So I will share my screen with you. Okay, host disable participant screen sharing. Shadija teacher, can you disable the participant screen sharing so that I can share the screen? Uh, 21st Century Skills Program, and the program official name is Practical Practice to Demonstrate the Skills of the 21st Century According to the Quality Standards. So moreover, like if you remember these things, there are some 8 points. What are the skills and what are their uses, how we can use that in the class. Somehow they have given some dimensions. If we use that, it will be really helpful for us for the next PQ meeting. So they have given one image. I will zoom it because it's. They have asked the first starter question actually, like a ice-breaking activities. They have actually maintained all the techniques of the teaching, how they have to engage the people. Like they have sent one image and they ask that student in the previous centuries, they don't have that skills. But now in this century, students need this skill. The 21st century skills. Now the question arises in your mind, what are the 21st century skills? I mean, that is saying every time 21st century skills, 21st century, but which are that skills? I don't want that answer, but I just want 1 or 2 answers. What is the difference now when we learn in the school and now when we are teaching in the school? What is the difference? Can anyone?
I think
Uses of technology.
Students. More students
Are giving more importance to the students. That one, in one word, one phrase, it is a student center now. It is a student center. If we say about the previous one, there is a talk and chalk method, which we actually turn up into a student center class. That is what they have answered, but it in Arabic, as I told you. When they have given for the third one, it is a QR code. If you want, I will share this PDF through the Nisha teacher, and you can have the program, you can say the points, but in Arabic, who are very scholar in Arabic who can do it. They can have it. I will send it. You can scan the QR code for the program. They have given here the main objective of the program is designing the educational situations with opportunities sufficient for learners to practice the century skills, 21st century skills. Like the same thing, like what kind of
Sorry
opportunities
to
or what kind.
interrupt you, Samida teacher. I would request all others to mute yourself. It's being a disturbance. So what she is talking is not clear. Please, all of you mute yourself.
The main objective of the program is actually finding out or discover the opportunities by which we can improve the skills. Now it's the 21st century skill. We need importance, or we are giving more importance to the skill, because skills actually develop so many dimensions of the students that we will see further. So that's what they are asking, that the main objective of this only not the listening what are the 21st century skills, write it in your notebook and just forget it off. No, find out, discover in the class only what kind of opportunities I will get so that I can develop the skills in the students. They have given us the procedural objectives of the program also. It's very much systematic a PowerPoint. He had made 60 slides, including the session wise, including the program timings and all. So a very systematic PowerPoint he made. The procedural objectives of the program, he said the training means we should enumerate the 21st century skills required to be practiced according to the quality standard. So they have given really most important for the quality assurance objectives. If we have gone through the reports or their handbook, if we go on their website, we will come to know that there are some standards they have set. And principal ma'am also time to time actually informed us what they want from us. So these standards are actually in line with these objectives. The trainee should identify the most important evaluation position for the 21st century skills according to the quality framework. See, again, it comes as a quality framework. So when we are doing, we are not just doing it for the sake of, okay, PQ is coming, so we have to do this, we have to do this. That is a sudden change in our teaching technique. Sometimes it is coming before 1 week or 2 weeks, that students are also recognizing. So we should not do that, where we have to make it our current teaching, like a regular teaching like that. And most of the teachers are doing this. The trainee appreciates the importance of demonstrating the skills of the 21st century in judging the general effectiveness of the educational position in the school from the quality perspective. Here, when the trainee is actually, training means we, the teachers, when we are finding out the importance of why these skills, why we are teaching the same topic, why the skills are needed, why the activities are needed, why they want to do it, we have to find out or identify that these skills are not only to the class, but it will actually give them the, you can say, the support when they are going out of the school. Training how to evaluate the skills of the 21st century in Russia and abroad by the quality foreign. This is the new dimension actually they have included in this. There is a, if you search on Google for quality standards, there is in Russia, there are high quality standards related to higher education. And they have one framework where the quality standards are assured for a high standard education giving. So they have just given here that how we will evaluate skills which they are exercising in abroad. Like most of the curriculums in abroad, they have the quality framework, like how the students from KG standard or from younger age, how they are developing the skills in the classes. So if you go for the quality 4N or quality 4.0 framework in Google, you can find it out. There are the quality standards for higher education, and Russia is the main country which actually started this framework for foreign authority. The trainee acquires some practical performance and the practices that demonstrate the skills of the 21st century in lessons. Someone is sending message.
Mr. Fazal is making too much sound.
The trainee acquires some practical
Teacher, you
Fazal
performance
can
and
sir,
mute
please.
all.
practices.
You can mute all. So it will be easy for you.
Maybe it is due to the hands
We
free.
will wait. We will wait for 10 more minutes. Maybe some needed work is there. No problem. After 10 minutes, we will take it up.
Fasal sir, please mute yourself.
Okay.
Trainee acquires some practical performance and practices that demonstrate the skills of the 21st century in lesson and outside the learners. Like here are in this presentation also, they have given so many activities, Google Forms and all. I'll try, Google Forms are in Arabic, so I didn't start it that way. But wherever possible, I will try to display that forms also to you. Now they have given the main questions of the workshop and we will start with that. Why the skills of 21st century needed? Any one or two answers? Why we needed 21st century skills to be there? No Sharija teacher. Why the skills of 21st century we need to exercise in the class? It's simple, no? Come 45 minutes, teach, give one activity. Give only one activity. See, I include the activity also now. Give one activity, finish your topic. Do the plenary, everything. Then why this activities I'm not included specifically in 21st century? What are these other things when they are saying 21st century? What I have to do more things with the students?
Samita teacher, could you please
Yes.
zoom in a little bit
Yeah,
the PDF?
I will.
Thank you.
Is it? Okay. Why we need 21st century skills? We said 21st century skills. The difference is it is student centered. Why? Anyone?
Because students'
To
involvement.
make them understand more well and to make them involved in the activities
Okay. One
more
more.
than the teachers.
The students' involvement increases the interest.
Interest.
Yeah,
Increase the
this is the
interest.
main reason.
As other teacher also said, sorry, I don't know the name. I know the name, but I can't recognize here. So these are the things, is your view. Keep the view in your mind, okay? Second, what are the skills? Okay, now you can name the skills. No activity, any other skills. What are the skills? You said students' involvement, you said students' interest, right? Now, what are the skills I want to inculcate in the students?
Critical thinking skill.
Critical thinking, that's the best answer. And
Student independent learning.
student independent learning, okay.
Questioning.
What will happen? What will happen when student is learning independently in the class? What is the effect of that?
Self-confident. Self-confident.
Self-confidence. They will be a self-confident. Very good. And anything else? Because these are the points you are going to see this. So we are on the right track. One more.
Yeah.
I want one more.
Then student leadershipness
Yes.
of student.
Correct. So
Technology skills.
whosoever said these points, just keep it in mind because when the next points will come, they will be the winner because these are the only absolute points they have given over here. So we are on right track. The third one is what is the importance of demonstrating the skills of 21st century in evaluating the overall effectiveness of the school. I will repeat since it is very small. So I will repeat just, I will say it very slowly. What is the importance of demonstrating the skills of 21st century in evaluating the overall effectiveness of school? Now, teachers are the assets of the school. Now, how teachers are exercising this 21st century skill, how the school will get benefit. Yes? I'll repeat. What is the importance of demonstrating the 21st century skills in evaluating overall effectiveness of the school?
Because the school produces the future generation. So they should be
Produces the future generation, okay? And still little bit near. Anyone else?
It will improve the quality of education.
It will improve the quality of education which our school is imparting to the students. Actually, the students will learn so many things, not things, so many skills in an earlier stage of their age, and they will be more confident when they step out of the school.
Samita teacher, one more thing that is
Yes,
in my mind, that before it was only the explanation based. Now
yes,
student will engage and they will get that independent learning and that leadership and everything. So with the activities through this procedures, student will be more capable to learn in practically, not only the
yes,
text wise.
yes. Fourth, what are the
Because
evaluation
teacher,
position
teacher,
that,
what we are learning, one more thing, what I understand, that before what we are learning, it was text based only, and then it was only memorizing things. But what we are learning, all the things should be applied in our practical life. So through this procedure, the student will learn and they can apply this knowledge uh, through practically.
yes, and they will not now say like what our parents are saying mostly, oh, this is only for learning, you learn the books, earn the marks and go for getting job. No, now they will start applying these things, whatever you teach with the skills, they will apply that in their real life, so they will
Yeah.
remember that. That is the actually our win-win position, our win-win situation. When we teach this with the skills, that skills they actually apply in their real life and they solve their real problem, and that is the win-win situation for the teachers. Now we'll go for the next one. Fourth, what are the evaluation positions that quality auditors rely on to judge? I will repeat again, I'm talking very fast maybe. What are the evaluation positions that quality auditors rely on to judge the skills of the 21st century according to the fourth framework of 2019? Now, this is actually, what is the framework of 2019? Actually, if you go for a PTO framework, there are the frameworks. So I'm not actually going deeply in this fourth point because for that you need the base of a 2019 BQA framework. So I'm just leaping to the fifth one. What are the performance and the practices that shows the skills of the 21st century in lesson and outside the learners? I hope you can read this.
What are the-
Oh, 10 minutes only. What are the performance and practices that shows the skills of the 21st century in lesson and outside the learners? Who will say anything?
Teacher, maybe the project work through project works. Uh,
Yes. And
then then to visit some outside project like the real life, what is going on through like that. Some like those who are science group, they can visit some that. Making some like science, what is related to scientific area, that domain
yes,
they can visit. and then the commerce group can visit related their domain, related their area through by through this visit they can gain the knowledge and they can use their in practical life also. They can make a project after visiting that domain or area. So in that cases we can find out how much skill they gained already. Through this process we can judge or we can assign their assessment their value of we can evaluate their skill, and so
Thank
many are
you,
there.
Asma teacher, for your
So many are there.
valuable cooperation, and I think it channelized the thinking of the teachers. Actually, this was very
Samita
good
teacher,
workshop. Yes.
to check the flexibility of the students to how they are handling different situations.
Yes, this is what maths is actually finding out. If you know the Singaporean maths also, they are asking for the methods by themselves, how you can solve the problems. Like one problem, there will be hundreds of solutions, right? And which solution will fit in the given situation. That actually flexibility improves when we are exercising the skills in the class. So they are open to the solutions, but they have to think about the current situation and fix their solution. This actually we want to inculcate in our students. See the procedure of their in PowerPoint itself, they have given the sessions, what time they will start and all. This is only like, I just want to show you because how systematically he has done this. Next is, I think this is the first session, but I think only 10 or less than 10 minutes are remaining. I don't know how much I will complete. First session in Introduction to 21st Century Skills, most of the things we did.
Once the meeting gets over, I will start a new meeting and you can join. I will
Yeah.
immediately send it in the WhatsApp.
Session, mostly the first session points and activities we finished. That's what I said. Now, whosoever answered, they will be having the win-win position where verbal and written conversation, they have actually told us like to have the paper with you, or they are actually talking on the Google Meet when he asks these activities. So why interest or why it is important for 21st century skills, which you already answered. Next is there, why the skills of 21st century? Now, whosoever answered, see here, they have actually framed it in their words, but yeah, we can simplify it. Determining the skills required for the learners essential in the light of continuous changes. Before talk and chalk, now teachers are actually adapting the changes to change their teaching habits where they will give more importance to the students. Next, they have given the local and the global communities. The two is coming here, providing the learner with the ability to deal with the requirements of the subsequent stages of his graduation, education or labor market. Like the jobs are not same at every time. The job perspective is also changing, and as per that, students has to change themselves. In what dimension? They have to change their skills. They have to go for more skills which can be used and flexible. They have to be flexible. They cannot deny the job. Yeah, no, I learned this but I cannot do. No, if you learn this, you have to make yourself flexible to adopt that change, to adjust with that organization and prove yourself, right? So these skills, whatever we are actually learning or teaching with them, we are not teaching, actually we cooperatively we are also learning with them. So when we are exercising these skills, we have to make sure that when this my student will go in the next grade, or when my student will go outside the school, he is actually able to be flexible to the situation where he faces, to produce the individual who are capable of supporting academic and life skills, coping, competing, and face challenges. This is what in Corona, now the people or the students as well as the teachers are actually coping and competing and facing the challenges. The teachers are not at all stop their work because it's a Corona and online education. Even though there are so many negative comments came initially, the online education will not be useful, but now the platforms, the digital platforms are also giving the utilities of the digital platforms, where the students and the teachers are now thinking that when the regular schools also will start, we can have these kind of platforms. We can have a Google Meet, we can have a Google Classroom, where the things are scheduled. The students will get a scheduled work to do. The teacher student should get a habit of a scheduled work, the habit of a touch of a technology, which is changing every time. There are so many things now. Zoom also updated. We don't know, but now we know because we are using the Zoom, for example. So unifying the vision and the language in relation to what expected of the students upon completion of the stages of various educational stages actually. What is unifying vision and languages? Whatever you said, like I can give an example of Japan, where they are actually believing to have the base for your mother tongue first, and then we'll go for the next languages. Here I am not giving or subsiding the importance of the English, where we are learning in English. But when the base is there, your mother tongue, when you learn from the parents how to talk, how to think, the student or the child, when at a younger age started thinking, he started thinking on the perspective of in his mother tongue. We have to give that feeling, or that you can say ignition, to spark it. Think by yourself, whether it is in English or whether it is in your mother language. Express it. Try to express it in other language. Say for example, when you are giving any maths problem or science problem, he may not answer in English because he is actually shuffling the words, right? But when he is allowed to, okay, you speak whatever you think, that time we are actually making him confident that to express himself, and then we can mold him in the language which the outside world want him to, right? So when we are actually expressing, or when we are exercising the skills or the 21st century skills, we are not really formally sticking it to the critical thinking only, just go for the leadership, but we have to think about the young age child to grow by any way. They have to just start the thinking, you can say the stage. This is the initial and very important stage in the young age of the children. Then only we will get a very bright future, or the bright flowers in our upgrade or the next grade students. It plays an important role in reducing the gap between educational outcomes and the market requirements. This is what done with us actually. When we learn under the talk and chalk method, when we step out after the graduation, we actually measured our work with the scale which is given by our teachers. Oh, we learn like this, but now in practically it is not like this. It's very different, right? But now when the students or the mathematics teachers or the science teacher, when they are making the experiments, or the commerce students, when the commerce teachers are telling them what is the practical use of their accounting or their finance, what is happening in the banks, that time now students are actually reducing, or they are getting a practical picture why they are learning in the school. Previously we are learning in the school to get the marks, to get the job, and we are taking initially 1 or 2 years to adjust with that reality. But nowadays students are having the same picture moreover when we are exercising these kind of skills, because we are telling them the reality in the school, that when you are learning this, you can apply this. They are trying to apply that. So this is where the skill development is actually very good to face the reality in the world. Second thing, the win-win situation for the other teachers who answered, what are the skills of the 21st century?
Sir,